All right, picking the right business model. This is a huge question that I personally get a lot. And the answers that I see a lot on the internet are completely ridiculous. Because the guy that, you ask the guy that's selling his Forex course on what business model to start, he's going to be like, dude, be a Forex trader. And the guy that sells the agency course on how to start an agency is going to be like, dude, you should start an agency. And he's financially incentivized in that regard. I personally am financially incentivized to grow businesses no matter what business they are. We can help any business grow on the internet. Link below if you want more info, okay? But we can help any business on the internet grow with content, social media, marketing systems, automations, offers, etc., 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 okay? And so I'm financially incentivized to put you in the right business model. And I'm making a video to show you exactly how you should pick the right business model if you're a beginner, okay? So let's jump into it. Basically what happens is most people are like, well, I saw that this one guy, he made so much money with this agency. I think I'll start an agency. And so they see money from someone else and they're like, oh, I'm going to go do it. And like, yeah, that dude made 40K a month, blah, blah, blah. He made 40K a month in his first 2 months, right? He's crushing it. He did 10K, then 40K, and he's going to do like 60 this month. He's making so much money, blah, 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 blah. What they don't understand is this guy that's making this money had tons and tons of unique attributes that they don't have. And they have their own unique attributes that make them better in a different business model, okay? And what happens is it's like you see someone, they're like, oh, they're just like me, but they're not. They had X, Y, and Z certain skill before. They had some kind of connection. They had this or that. But they had an unfair advantage to pick that business model and be more successful. And what this video is it's aligning you with the business model that you already have an unfair advantage in prior to even starting. Everyone has some kind of unique thing. Everyone has some kind of advantage or some kind of expertise or some kind of skill or hobby that you guys can lean into. And you need to lean into that because that is an edge over everybody else within the niche that doesn't have that edge. Okay, that doesn't have that expertise, that is just coming in and just picking the business model to pick the business model because they saw someone that made money with it. So, how do we do it? First, you're going to make a list. All your hobbies, your interests, your skills. I want you to just make a list of everything that you're super good at. Everything that just like you're interested in, super good at, etc. Like if carpentry is one of those things, if woodworking is one of those things, you just pick that. That's the thing. That's like one of the hobbies, one of the interests, one of the skills. I want you to write down stuff that you're good at, like in terms of work, in terms of maybe business you've done already, in terms of something that is a hobby or an interest that you had as a kid, but you still know it. Like, dude, if you love Legos, write down Legos. If you love some kind of trading cards, write down some trading cards as an interest or a hobby. If you're really good at snowboarding, write down snowboarding as a hobby. And really what this is a list of things that you are an expert at. If you're really good at writing, boom, that's a skill. You're an expert within that niche, okay? This is super important. Don't leave anything off. This list should be super, super long. Now, number 2, identify problems in that niche. What are people in that niche struggling with? What do people in that niche not have that they should have or want to have? And what do people in that niche hate that, the opposite of it, they love, okay? And we want to just identify problems overall. And you should know this to a T because if it's your hobby, if it's your interest, if it's your skill set, you already know the problems that the people in these niches have because you are the niche. It's so easy for you to identify. It's so easy for you to speak in your ideal customer's language eventually because you're the niche. You are the customer. So make this list based on every single one. So if, let's say my hobby was golf, I would make a list of all of these things under golf. Okay, so 1, golf. 2, this list. Identify all the problems within the niche. Now, I want you to identify potential solutions to each problem. Is it an invention? Is it access? Is it something done for them? Is it some kind of tool or thing that's already invented but not a lot of people get their hands on it and stuff like that? What is it? I want you to take this list that you just made right here of problems and I want you to provide solutions for each one. Now, the last thing you're going to do is you're going to identify the business model based on all of that. So if it's an invention, if it's something physical, it's an e-com physical product type of business, okay? That's a very specific business model. If it's like access to something, if it's info, whatever, digital info, coaching, course, that type of thing. If it's something done for them, it's a service business, it's an agency, it's something like that. Now, these are like the three general ones. There's definitely different ones like software, and just there's other models out there like middleman services, like financial services, stuff like that. But for the most part, these are the three that are going to be like the main like business model solutions to each of these problems. Now, how do you actually go and pick this? Because what you did right here is you took all of these hobbies, interests, skills, all these different niches, you identify the problems, you identify the solutions. You're going to do a couple things. You're going to want to see what you are most skilled at or just like best at. Like, what's your biggest advantage? What are you best at out of all of these? Okay? Now, is there a problem and a solution in here that you actually think could work? Could this be a potential business? Could this be something that like actually is profitable? And then you're going to go do research on it, okay? You're going to identify those ones that are like actually profitable. Kind of X out the ones that are like, this would be kind of a gimmick, or I don't know about that one. We want to pick something like that's surefire. This is your first business. We want to make money with it. We want to build your confidence. We want to make this thing freaking work, okay? And the easiest way to do that is pick something that you already have an advantage at, and it's a problem that is very painful that people have, and the solution is very simple. You don't have to go do something crazy. You don't have to, make this entire insane new thing or process or way of doing things. We're not reinventing the wheel here. We are solving an existing problem with a very simple solution, okay? And this is how you pick your business model. You pick the solution and the problem kind of combination and hobby that makes the most sense for you. And then you either plug in your e-com business, you either plug in your digital info, coaching, course business, or you plug in your service business and agency. It is that simple. And I'll give you an example, right? If it's snowboarding, we can pick in the snowboarding niche. Let's say teaching people how to snowboard. There isn't a good online, service for teaching people how to snowboard. You can sell internet coaching and set up a platform for, learning how to snowboard. That's one. You can do a YouTube channel. You can do a lot of content for it, blah, 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 and then funnel people into a course, okay? The next thing is like, let's say there's some kind of, you're an expert at snowboarding, right? Let's say there's some kind of tool or different thing that you think more people should have, but they don't have, and it's a common problem. That's a physical product. Let's say, in terms of, maybe there's mountains in your area that that are new and they don't have a lot of new customers coming in, or they're not like highly publicized and whatnot. You can do marketing for them. Okay, so that obviously that last one might not be like an actual thing, and that might not be like an actual niche you go after, but you kind of get what I'm saying. This would be the marketing agency. This would be the info, I'm going to teach you, and this would be the new tool. Okay, so for you guys to go and actually pick your business model, you go and do it just like this. It should take you maybe 30 minutes to an hour, but I just explained it to you in about an 8-minute video. Now you don't have any more idiotic people trying to sell you their crazy thing, blah, blah, blah. I'm an agency owner, so you should start doing agency. That's not what this is. Now, what I want to tell you guys is what I do. Real quick before you go, click below. We have a free playbook on how to actually grow any business you do, any e-com business, any digital info coaching business, any service business. We have a playbook below on how to do that. It's a free playbook. You can go grab it. We also have a link below on how we help people with our business and our service grow their social media brand. We step in, we assist, we help you out. It's kind of like a coaching, consulting service business. But additionally, guys, what I want you to understand is I don't have a financial incentive in telling you to start an agency or start an e-com business or I have a financial incentive in you picking the right business model, and then we help you grow that business with content and traffic. It's just a traffic game for me. Ads and content and getting you seen everywhere on every platform. So that's what the playbook below will show you for free, and that's what we will help you with at our business and our service. This is Launch Socials. My name is Nick. I am the founder, owner of Launch Socials. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments below. You can also reach out to me on any social media platform at Nick, NICK, or at Launch Socials. You guys obviously know how to spell that. If you guys need anything, again, questions below. Grab the free stuff. See ya on the next one.